Jake sat in his apartment on a cold Chicago evening and stared at his laptop screen. His new tax bill was glaring back at him. The math simply did not make sense. He had the exact same job as the previous year, making the exact same salary, yet somehow a larger chunk of his money was gone. 2 hours later, he sat across from his college friend Marcus in a local coffee shop. Jake got straight to the point, asking for an honest audit of his tax strategy. Marcus asked a simple diagnostic question. How much did you put into your 401k this year? Jake admitted he hadn't contributed a single dime. That was his first mistake. By ignoring those accounts and skipping over basic deductions, Jake had been legally overpaying the government for years. The tax code operates as a neutral system. It functions like a board game with specific rules, and it aggressively penalizes anyone who remains passive and refuses to use the tools provided. The next morning, Jake opened his laptop with a new purpose. Instead of passively filling out forms, he started decoding how the mechanics of taxation actually worked. This diagram shows your total gross income. The first lever is a pre-tax 401k contribution, separating out a portion before the IRS looks at it. Because that money is removed, your remaining gross income shrinks. Less taxable income mathematically means a smaller tax bill. The second lever involves deductions. These easily ignored expenses, like student loan interest or charitable donations, carry actual monetary value. By tracking them, you chip away even more of your taxable income, further reducing the base amount the government assesses. Using pre-tax accounts and tracking your deductions allows you to mathematically alter your starting line. You legally restrict the total amount of money the government is permitted to touch before they even begin their calculations. A week later, Marcus sent a text that redirected Jake's focus. Look up tax credits. A tax credit operates on a completely different mathematical plane than a standard deduction. This side-by-side comparison shows why. On the left, lowering your income bar with a deduction results in a slight indirect reduction to your taxes. On the right, a tax credit directly attacks your final bill, erasing the taxes you owe dollar for dollar. Understanding this vital distinction is absolutely crucial. Credits are the single most powerful legal lever you possess to force wealth retention and keep your money in your own pocket. 12 months passed. Jake sat in the exact same spot, at the exact same laptop, to file his taxes for the new year. He entered his numbers, actively tracking the math. He watched his taxable income drop from his 401k contributions and tallied his maximized deductions. He paused and checked the screen again. The mechanical tools of the system worked exactly as designed, resulting in a drastically lower final tax bill. The stress and confusion were completely gone. He closed his laptop, possessing total control over his financial output. Jake realized that his actual wealth was defined by the percentage of his salary he legally engineered to keep. If you are passively earning and ignoring these tools, you are actively losing money right now. To uncover more hidden financial strategies and learn the true stories of how fortunes are built, subscribe to Fall and Rise of Chronicles.